Hey guys, it's Christine here with Pretty Spirits, and I know it's been a long time since we posted any content on our YouTube channel, but there's been so many amazing changes that have happened. So I'm going to catch you up on all of that in another video. But I wanted to come back here today to talk about a topic that's been really popular right now, just how to merge the idea of being truly spiritual, dedicated to spirituality, but also loving luxury and this beautiful lifestyle that we all have the ability to have access to. How do we manifest it into our realities? So since I've been asked that quite a bit, and since I'm trying to merge both sides of my life, the person who loves nice things, who just likes to go shopping, but the other part that is really spiritual and takes time to go within and reflect, how do I merge both parts of myself? And we'll be talking about that here today. So I wanted to start off with a nice, simple how-to, but a quick background about this collection that you see behind me. This was not accumulated overnight. So I don't want you to put this kind of pressure on yourself to go out and spend what you may not have, or spend what you've been saving up, you know, in your own time, saving up those things that matter to you for other goals. It's not always prioritizing luxury, but it's saying, if this is something that's important to you, this is how you can make it happen for you. And luxury always means something different to everyone. It does not have to mean a bag. It does not have to mean expensive shoes. For you, it could just be taking that time to take a nice luxurious bath with the bath salts and bath bombs that you like. That may be a little bit more pricey than just going to Target and grabbing something. For you, it may be a night with friends, going to a luxurious, beautiful restaurant when normally you would just be cooking at home. So whatever luxury is for you, this video is addressing how to manifest those experiences in your reality. All right, so I have 8 steps that I feel are super important if you want to manifest luxury in your reality. I'm going to be reading from my phone because I'm a talker, so I can get pretty carried away, and I'm excited about this topic, so I want to stay on track. The first one that I found in my experience of manifesting luxury, what helps me get it in this reality, is declaring what luxury means to me and define its purpose in my life. So for me, luxury means items that make me feel elevated, like items that make me feel like the best version of myself. So in whatever way that means, like I mentioned before, but to me, nice bags and nice shoes, those are things that are priorities for my luxurious experience. And the purpose of luxury in my life is to help me feel at my highest vibration so I can manifest amazing experiences within my relationships, within my work life, and just ultimately living in a beautiful environment full of things that bring me joy. It's easier for me to not sweat the small stuff, to not let people get under my skin, to not wake up and feel discouraged or wallow when I'm having a moment of sadness, because these prompts, these items around me remind me that, hey, you've worked hard, you've received all this beautiful, amazing experiences and items in your reality. You have so much to be grateful for. And again, I'm not saying that you have to have luxury around you to feel gratitude, but I like to work smarter, not harder. And some days I just have a hard time mustering up gratitude when I've heard of so much tragedy going on in the world, so many frustrating experiences happening with my clients, and me wanting to be there for them. So it's a great way for me to quickly use these as tools to get back to my place of excitement about the good that's in the world too. Just little reminders are always helpful. Number 2, hold specific images in your mind of luxury with passion. So it makes it easier to do this when you've actually gone out and you've window shopped and you've taken time to browse and see what is luxury for you. What are those items that excite you? I remember before I really built up my luxury collection, it felt pretty awkward sometimes going to window shop when I didn't have the money to buy those items yet. But I quickly realized that insecurity, staying in that space of that insecurity, wasn't going to align me with the things that I ultimately wanted. I had to be in a place of receiving. I had to be in the stores and see what this life is all about. Talking to sales associates, all of that helps you build up that worthiness, that feeling of you deserve this. So the more you can open up and pull the zippers and actually try things on, seeing that shoe on your foot, you can hold it in your mind with excitement when you're not in the stores, when you're at home and doing those visualization techniques to bring those things closer into your reality. So take time to go out and have fun, take pictures of these items on you so you can, when you're ready, manifest this easier now that you've lived it in your subconscious mind. Number three is don't put luxury items on a pedestal. So I know that we have certain brands that we may look up to, especially if you're really into fashion. We know those brands. Like everyone idolizes a Birkin bag if you're into bags, or wants that pair of whatever shoe is important to you. But I know it can get lost sometimes in translation when you're idolizing items versus just appreciating them. So find that line and don't cross it too much, because you don't want to put yourself in the position where you're seeing anything outside of yourself as more powerful, as better than you. This isn't the time for that. This is an experience of, I want to add beauty to my life. I want to add items that are made with love, time, true effort, true attention to my life, because that's the type of person I feel I am with my work endeavors or with my relationships. So you just want something that's on par with who you are, not better than who you are. All right. So number 4 would be, and it kind of taps into the going out and talking to sales associates, but really just role play and build the scene for your subconscious mind of you actually receiving. So this is a little bit beyond going to the stores, going with friends. We live in California, so an area that we love to visit is Rodeo Drive. And we love to go to Palm Springs and shop luxury there, or Palm Desert in Vegas. But when you're in these places, just genuinely normalize it. Make it feel like this isn't this special event, but this is just your experience. This is what you do. This is what you love, because the more you can do that, the more your subconscious feels, okay, I have to move some things out of the way because this is her lifestyle. So the other things that don't match up, all the things that make her feel less than, or she's just bargain hunting for these items and they may feel cheap quality, that's not her story anymore. I need to bring her the resources and the tools, money, to be able to generate this reality, because she's role playing with it so much, it's this normal experience for her or him. So keep that in mind. The more you role play, the more you genuinely just feel comfortable being in this luxurious environment, one that you deserve, one that is yours. Don't let anyone else tell you that doing these things is so lame, like you should only go to the store when you're ready to buy. That's BS. That's not sincere, because this reality is all about playing. It's all about having fun. And those of you that may want to condemn others for experience luxury, it's really about your own journey that you're going through, or possibly own insecurities that you're processing. But it's okay to want nice things and to want a beautiful experience. So role play and fake it till you make it. All right. So the next one on our list is giving gratitude for what you already own. You cannot forget this step. You cannot forget this step, because to want more without appreciating what you have is just ridiculous. It's not going to last. So you want your foundation of more to be built on, wow, I love where I am. I love and accept where I am. And before I continue on this life adventure, I'm going to just look around, touch, feel, appreciate, validate my experience with attention to it. And then the scene can change. But you don't want to just breeze through your life, like always wanting more, because if you do that, it'll never be enough. No matter what you do, it'll never be enough. So I encourage you to stop. I have a gratitude journal that I have dedicated to just giving praise to my experience, the small things to the bigger things. just please give gratitude for what you have. When you're at that frequency of gratitude, Spirit then understands this is what he or she likes. This is what I need to find more experiences that match this vibration. I need to find more of it in the world and bring it to this person because this is what they're focused upon. So that energy of gratitude, that energy of love and appreciation, that's what any of us wants to be around, right? We want to be around a person that just emanates that feeling. So just think of it that way. It's a great way to bring about more, and it also just makes you feel more connected to where you are. So practice that gratitude. Okay, let's look at the next number here. Remove toxic naysayers from the mix. All right, this is super important. Not everybody can come where you are going, and it's super important to understand that because people have their own journeys of what they've been taught as a younger person, growing up. Maybe the emphasis was on shaming money or shaming things that were expensive, shaming the experience of wanting to acquire more. That is okay. That's nothing in this world is right or wrong. It just is a perspective. And instead of bringing this person with that particular perspective into your reality, which is quite different, and trying to get them to see the light, your light, it just doesn't make sense because until they want to change, until they're asking you, hey, I want to understand this. I want to open up my heart to this. If they're not asking you that, it's not your job to convert. It's not your job to do that. And it really takes away from your experience of play and of just going with the flow when you're looking to a friend to confirm, oh, this is nice, girl. That's nice, guy. Like, no. You don't need that validation. Luxury experience should just be about what matters to you. And that's why you define it as number one. What is it to you? Not what is it to you, your mama, your dad, your cousins, your friends. Don't do all of that because you can get really lost and then be so far from your voice that now you have resentment towards the topic as a whole. So remove those people from the mix. Don't talk to them about your desires so they can kick them down. You don't need to brag about it. You don't need to defend yourself. Go with your flow, and you don't need the negativity. All right, so let's see. Second to the last one. Set goals and a value exchange for how to generate the money that you need for the items that you want. What will be your value exchange? What are you adding to this world to generate the money that you can use on these luxury goods? Because I don't want you to be out here just having your hand out like luxury. Thank you. Yes, you deserve it, but what are you giving? You want something valuable. So what are you doing to be valuable to the world? Like attracts like. So I want you to sit with that and think, will I share my gift of being an artist? Lauren is an amazing artist. Do you have that gift within you where you can share it with the world in some way? Are you a singer? Do you do really well with children? You can be a babysitter. What can you do that is so simple that you can share your voice and teach others, help others, be of service to others so you can generate that income? And once you have a plan, don't be so rigid where you just have to do it one way and just express this gift in one way. Be open to how money will just flow in different ways as well. Because once you devise your own plan, once you're excited about a plan for expressing value, oftentimes that's all spirit needs, which is to see the seriousness within you. Like you are really about this. You are ready to put in the work and put in the time. So let me just bless you right now with an upfront giving of the monies. Just make sure that you are open to receiving in all ways. And you're not just being super strict that you have to do it this way. It has to be this way. Because again, we want to flow with this. This whole process is about play. It's about fun. None of these things, as much as I love them, are that serious. It's never that deep, okay? And the last to the list, this doesn't mean that this is only the things that you do to generate luxury, but these are the things that I've consistently done to bring it to me. The last thing on my list is script about how you feel now that you own your items. So this is to be done not just when you get the items, but before, because you want to start to alert the subconscious mind that this is your new reality. And we all know the power of scripting. I've talked about that countless times on this channel, on Instagram, in my sessions. Everything starts with the blueprint. So if you have the time, you're sitting around, you're daydreaming, you're wishing, you're wanting for more, just flip that energy into optimism, into expectancy, and take your pen and free flow, gratitude, how you feel in it, how you will pay this forward to others who want to learn about luxury, how you'll pass these pieces down as legacy pieces to your children and on. Just play with your imagination and allow it to all be a fun experience. Scripting is power because you're taking a thought and you're communicating it and you're grounding it in the energy of writing. And you have this hopefulness, this optimism when you do it. Don't do it when you're coming from a place of worry or anxiety, but purely when you're in a place of clarity and joy. I want you to script about how these items make you feel, how the having of them just really enhances your lifestyle. And you do not have to have the products yet or the services or whatever, because if you're a spa girl and that's luxury to you, you don't have to have the experience yet. You just want to make sure that you are in a place of imagination role play, but in written form. Because when you write something down, that is amazing, beautiful spell work. And for those of you who are afraid of the term spell work, it is amazing, powerful scripting and manifesting in true form. So I want you to take time to do that, to seal everything that we've talked about today into that final beautiful step. All right. So those are the ways that I would encourage you to manifest luxury. I think it's really important for all of us to understand we can't just be in this life and want like less than our value. It's important to be here and want it all in whatever way that looks for you. For me, for the longest time, luxury was a new tarot or oracle deck. I love that. Like that to me, going and splurging and buying 3 decks at a time, dropping that coin, because that was my lifestyle. It was about just the focus on creativity and this world of spirituality that I loved. And I wanted the collection to be glorious, which it is now. And I'm so happy. And then over time, luxury can shift to something else. I went through a whole plant mama phase where I was just spending money on plant babies. You know, I didn't care about the price tag. I just wanted the plant babies. But that was luxury to me. Creating this jungle in my home, that was luxury. And then it stepped into, you know, bigger ticket items. I've always loved fashion. I've always liked nice things. And as I put more time, more effort into my brand, into my business, into my readings, more money was generated. So now I can unlock the door to higher ticket items. And I've noticed the more that I spend with the intention of excitement, the intention of love and just enjoyment, the quicker the money just comes back to me, because I'm not in this hoarding phase or this fear-based phase, or I'm not buying these pieces to stun on everybody else, to show off to everybody else. I'm doing this for me. I don't care if anybody else sees it or not. We're in quarantine, and I still accumulated items during quarantine because it's about me and my enjoyment of it. And I encourage you all to be in that place of just doing it for you. Not doing it for others, not doing it for the gram, but purely just doing it because it's something that excites you. So I ask you to pause after this is done, figure out what luxury means to you. And I also just want to show you a couple of pieces with a quick manifestation story of some of the luxury items that I've got, because it wasn't all just like I got it immediately. There was a plan. There was me wanting something for a while, for months, going in and role playing and taking pictures, talking to the sales associates, watching tons of YouTubers do unboxing videos of these items to see if I really wanted to make that investment. And then I would pull the trigger. So be thoughtful in your journey. You don't have to be impulsive. You can follow joy, but also know, okay, make sure you're being in the right energy of what that money is doing for you and the purpose of it, all right? So one of my pieces that I want to share is my Alma BB, which is from Louis Vuitton. I got this for one of my Christmas gifts, and that's why I thought it was a really good time to do this video. Not Christmas, I say Christmas, but I mean literally my birthday. That's how I think of, like, everything is Christmas, right? But for my birthday, it was July 14th, I turned 33. So this was my gift to myself because I'm into smaller bags, smaller purses now. I used to be into really big bags and totes, but now everything is like miniature. It's like the thing now. So I received this, and I remember standing in the line, and I wanted this bag from Louis Vuitton, and there was a person who, he was just like adorable. He was like the sweetest guy, and he was behind me carrying it, And I just struck up a conversation with him because he was so nice and he told me how much he loves his bag and he seemed so joyful. That put me in a vibration of love. And even though I had known this bag had been sold out for a while, I just decided to ask the sales associate if it was there. I had a little bit of doubt in my energy because I'm like, well, if it's been sold out, why would it be here for me? Like, I'm asking about a bag that I know is just so popular. But I had to get out of that fear-based like mindset where I'm assuming something is cut off from me, because if something is meant for you, it's going to be there waiting for you. So I asked her and she said, yes, we do have it. And then actually, not only did they have it, this was the last one. This was the last one waiting for me. So that guy behind me, he definitely helped me co-create. He was in this happy, amazing, positive energy that rubbed off on me, that helped my confidence. We co-created together. And then I asked, and here we are with this beautiful small joy to my life. It comes with a little lock that you can put on it, for those of you who are familiar with the Alma bags, and then all the paperwork and everything in there. I stuff my bags because that's how I am. And then it, of course, has this shoulder strap for those of you who are familiar. But it's just something that, and this, of course, did not come with Louis Vuitton. This is me. I've used this already. And I put it in here to just hold the shape. But I love this bag, and I love that every time I put money into it, that it doubles, triples, quadruples, all of that. I put spills over all my bags, all my wallets. I make sure that the money comes back to play with me again. And I don't put money on a pedestal. Money is a tool that works for me. All right? Money is a tool that works for you. Don't ever put it above you. So that's something that I really enjoy. Let's see what else I can do really quick. And then I want to just tell a story about this. I had such an eye on, of course, a Chanel piece in my collection. I think anyone who's into bag collecting, that's like a prize, right? This timeless, like, piece, right? I still don't have the Chanel bag money just yet. We're getting there. We got goals, okay? We're reaching, we're flowing. But right now, I have something that I'm going to use as a bag because that's how we manifest out here. So this beauty, I was so happy. This was the last one, again, last one story that I was able to get. And I love my essay. She was so freaking nice. And I like this too because I can put my iPad in it, and I've been all about scripting on my iPad lately. But I love this Chanel O pouch, and it's in the large size, and it's in the caviar leather, and it's super, super soft and amazing. I love to hug her. Oh my God, we talk, we vibe, you know, I really do. But I love her. I love how amazing this experience was. So even though it's not a full-blown bag yet, we have a clutch, we have an iPad case, you know, we're doing big things out here, and I am proud of my achievements. So every time I see that bag, I'm just, the shopping bag anyway, I think of the growth, the expansion, because each step along the way, I see myself growing and expanding. And the less I put things, you know, after I just said, but after I stop putting things on a pedestal and realize that it's for me, the easier it is to come to me. And if I'm not there yet, where I'm not owning a particular piece that I desire, then what I like to do is I pull cards on what do I need to harmonize within myself. I love pulling oracle on myself, tarot too, but really I love oracle cards. And I'll pull, what do I need to harmonize within myself to get to that next level? And I'll see what comes out. Oftentimes it's doubt, oftentimes it's fear. A recent one has been grief. So I look within, what do I need to release from my heart around grief that's blocking me from being with things that I just genuinely love, or being with people that I just genuinely love, etc. So I encourage you, instead of shaming the world for keeping something from you or for having another price increase, Chanel, I would just say instead, you know, what can I do? What can I do within to take my vibration to that next level where it is so easy for me to go ahead and access what is mine? All right, so that's my story of luxury today, and I hope that you really enjoy it and can share with me, what does luxury mean to you? Please share with me below. I want to understand everybody's version of luxury, what it means to you, so I can just feel closer to this amazing community that we're building together. Lauren and I will definitely add more videos. I want to do more lifestyle videos in general because luxury is a passion of mine, and y'all want to see that now. So I'm out now. You see what's happening. And I do want to do more focus on how to merge that spiritual part of ourselves with the human part that just likes to play with the tools and the resources around us. So until next time, guys, bye.